The Bath, a production commissioned and funded by the Alexander von Humboldt Institute for Internet and Society in the context of the project 2040 Utopias for Digital Society, 2020.
The immediate dialogue with nothing but the open sea itself. An animated panoramic painting allowing you to take a deep rest by diving into its moving colors. Steam that heats the atmosphere, your soul. A room as minimalistic as you need it to be to find your very private moment. This is what we want you to do. Allow yourself to be immersed in the stillness of white marble and water, the softest combination on earth your skin can come into contact with. Your free time is your currency. Our promise is no devices. Come to our forum and enjoy fleeting hours of pure self-care in the temple of senses, the temple of attention. Soma's Bathhouse.
Come on, buddy. Long time no see, The barber would laugh himself to death if he saw this crescent moon face. Mangal, like an idiot, huh?
Over-optimization through machine logic and how this has led to general social boredom and saturation.
Okay, what's next?
This is what we'll be talking about over the next 10 minutes. I am Bob Coate, and with me in the studio on this marvelous Tuesday evening is Mrs. Evelyn Kaufman, a member of the European Political Information Service. Welcome, Mrs. Kaufman.
The nails.
Good evening, Bob.
Let's get this
Thanks
done.
for having me.
For different reasons, the joint perspective
Where
was
the-
that if the embedded mismatch
Last
became
time I
new
saw you
regulation,
here.
it would be the last
What is
long
this?
before the downfall of Europe. But we have finally reached an international balance with open trade and exchange between the great powers. The pervasive de-optimization of human life, be it political, economic, or social,
Where are you now, my little
it won't
darling?
be a competitive drawback for Europe anymore. Chance and coincidence. Mrs. Kaufman, would you say that we have lost these ever since AI has over-optimized our daily lives? Is that true?
Well, Bob, human society is associated with the rule of logic. So I'd say yes. Call it chance.
You
or
fucking nail
coincidence.
Caesars!
None of that is left anymore.
Where the bloody hell are
This
you?
is true. The apps we use eliminate possibilities like getting new high yields on a whim, or meeting people by chance in the "oh, what a coincidence" mode.
Okay, well, we have to go into a bit more detail, I think, since not everyone here is familiar with the connection between logic, high heels, and AI.
Yes, that's right.
Over the last 2 decades, there have been many debates about the right to de-optimization. Our main topic tonight.
Ah, there
Yes,
we are.
Bob, now, finally,
And
after
my
years
pack of
debate,
cigarettes as
you're
well.
right.
Amazing.
In 2040, the European Parliament finally passed the General Regulation on De-optimization of AI systems. That means every European citizen now has the right to de-optimization.
What is that? From black
What
to
does this
white?
regulation include, Mrs. Kaufman?
Logic.
First, it dictates that every AI app developed, imported, exported, and used in Europe must incorporate an embedded mismatch.
Mrs. Kaufman, every one of us is familiar with a good match. But a mismatch? This is where we approach the aspect of logic, I suppose.
Correct, Bob. Logic, as a reasonable conclusion, is only a narrative idea. It is theoretical and narrative, Because people don't act that way. In fact, the way we think is by making logical mistakes.
It is the mistakes that make us free?
Well, mistakes mean that we can act differently and depart from the norm. Deviation from the norm is a manifestation of our freedom.
Anyway.
If we only follow the optimized recommendations, humanity loses its significance. So, without mistakes, life would not only become unfree, but also insignificant.
So the fact that humans are not logical machines
Is our strength, that's true.
Ha! We already declared that in 2020. Us masters of mutiny. Us forgotten veterans of the machine turn.
Inspiring instances of discord.
Making mistakes has
The
always
embedded
something to do
mismatch
with
for a
AI.
free future?
Is there a different world from
That
that?
means we'd kill ourselves in the
A
long
world
run
full
if
of
we
mistakes
continue to
without the
use
one you
AI
call
as a logical
AI?
command.
I'd prefer not to picture it that dramatically, Bob. But
Idiots!
if we want coincidence to enrich our lives again, we go for the mismatch. Anyway, this is the reason why the embedded mismatch legislation was passed.
Where was I?
This was
yes.
almost unthinkable
All
only a
right.
few years ago.
On my way.
That's absolutely correct.
So then bring me the coincidence. Bring them here. All of them. My little girl, my wife. Where are they now, AI? Return them to me. In 2030, you couldn't save us Indians from the big drought in India. But now do it. Try some magical mismatch now. Just bring them back. Yes! Because we fought against you!
AI has made our lives a lot more convenient in the last 20 years. Are we really going to get rid of it again? I mean,
It's not about getting rid of it, Bob. It's only about adapting to new behavioral patterns. And of course, there are always critical voices that were considered by us, especially by the EMCA, the Embedded Mismatch Control Authority. This group of experts got together to guide us in this situation, and they follow clear ethical principles and standards.
I see. Humans had been creating ever more powerful technology without a human-centered philosophy behind it for too long.
Indeed.
This is also the conclusion the European Parliament and the European government have come to. Technological development is no longer intended to liberate people from their errors.
The new philosophical guidelines for the 21st century. The embedded
Too
mismatch.
late anyway.
But aren't you afraid of chaos when everything is mismatched? Programming computers to make mistakes. Isn't that dangerous?
Please.
Also for the EU.
I should have turned it
No.
off before.
We think it will spark renewal and innovation, and thereby increase global competitiveness, which means more social welfare for European citizens. New
New
opportunities.
opportunities,
Unimagined
unimagined possibilities.
So governments
Same
and
old
businesses
song like
had to
ages
cope
ago.
with negative effects of AI
Come on,
systems.
Bob. Give me some music.
But as it seems, these
I
times
need a
are
good
over.
last song before.
Do you think Europe will be the leader in AI technology then?
I'm convinced that Europe will be a virtuous circle preserving a free and democratic society. It will also bring the ethical European value system into full effect.
Do you really think
Like
the
our
big
president
players
declared
out
just
there will
yesterday
take that
during his weekly
seriously?
speech to the nation.
Forcing intelligent
Society
beings
has
to
never
follow
been
the
so inclusive and
stupidities of
modern.
non-rational systems?
What about insecurity?
Oh, come on.
I mean, we won't be able to rely on what we work with, right? And we would spend more hours searching for products, partners, solutions, answers, even worse, diagnoses. What if from now on doctors repeatedly fail when they use apps based on the principle
Boy, you would
of
be a good
mismatch?
one, Dr.
People would
Court.
not follow systems blindly anymore and thereby lose many of their skills. This is frequently the case now already, unfortunately.
Bob,
On an individual
give me
level,
some boys,
this means that your
please.
digital assistant might suggest something on
Last
someone
favor.
who's truly different from your taste.
Wait. Are you telling us that we place our selfie video scan order as usual, wait 5 seconds for the AI suggestion, agree on what suits us best, let the AI send the order to the printer, and when it's ready for pickup in one of the humming 3D sheds around the corner, we'll get a surprise?
We're going from diagnosis to entertainment, yes. Health, fashion, food, films, books, dating, whatever. Everything will be considered from more perspectives. To sum up, we don't need to be afraid of losing our basic problem-solving competencies anymore. We only need to make use of them again. We have to face this change now. And we will.
Okay, Mrs. Kaufman. Sounds difficult, but possible. Let me ask you one last question.
Sure.
The time,
Are we still
Bob.
allowed to have mainstream tastes and opinions? Will this still be possible in your opinion? I mean, what about great immortal songs like the one which we are about to play? For all of you out there listening to us on Lucy FM, Bowie's Rock and Roll Suicide Live, recorded in 1973 at his famous concert at the Hammersmith Odeon in London.
Let's not call that a mismatch, Bob. Since
You're pushing the button now, Mrs. Kaufman. Exactly. Because if you didn't, we might be accused of sabotaging all the smart homes, navigation systems, and calendars out there. I totally agree.
Well, alright, Bob.
That was Evelyn Kaufman from the European Political Information Service, speaking to us about the right to de-optimization. My name is Bob Coate, and here we go now with David Bowie.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, Bob.
You're welcome. Thank you for joining us and giving us a glimpse into our bright but slightly inconvenient future. The Adventure Playground has just opened. Preserve your main competencies, everyone. Life is a form of survival training.
Ma.
Mangal! Mangal! Whenever he's meant to be around, he's not. Mangal! Son! Amoli, don't. Don't you see my old bones? I'm too old to see everything moving around on this planet. And stop moaning. I'm the one who should be complaining, no? Mia?
Ma? Do you need any help?
No. I only watered the cat. Oh, thanks, son.
You never can wait.
It was not me, but the cat. Look. Amoli, stop licking the dust. Go and get her clean water. And me as well. I'm thirsty.
Yes, ma'am. Top, 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 top. The sound of a tub in a foreign hut, alone in Europe. You need to hurry up. You need to hurry up. Man, I need to hurry up. I need to hurry up. The drought came to get us all, ma. I'm the last one, I know. But I'm coming.
Introduction of water pills.
Global challenges like poverty, climate change, or environmental degradation.
Under control through the use of technology. Touch is never a neutral act.
Why was I meant to be the last one?
Daddy, who are these people over there?
Jaya, what are you doing here?
I don't know, but they knocked on Mr. Sutra's door.
Who should it be?
They have a robot. He can walk, even backwards. Daddy,
Jaya, you better play upstairs. Anyway, it is way too hot for you outside.
but I want to say hi to the robot, Daddy.
Jaya!
So, Mr. Putralayan, this is what you kindly need to sign. We will need fingerprints from you and your wife. Your daughter and your mother also lives here. Is that correct?
Yes.
After we got this done, everything will be done for you. 1 water pill per day means a whole bucket full of water. And of course, this is just a temporary municipal measure to maintain a basic water supply for every household during this demanding period of 2022. No technical turn, no daily high fives to the machines.
Don't be afraid, my love. The robots will help us. Everything will be fine.
We acknowledge your needs and strive to be of service to you.
See?
Sir?
I'll call Jaya. Jaya, could you come here, sweetie? There are some very interesting gentlemen down here who you would probably love to ask some questions personally.
Is it the robots, Ma? Is it? Coming!
Jaya!
Your touch has failed.
Could you please try that again, sir?
Your touch has failed.
Again, please?
Your touch has failed. Your touch has... Please try facial recognition. Please try...
One more time, please.
Please insert your personal 4-digit PIN. After PIN is entered...
Let me help you with that, sir. M for...
You'll never get these 2 hands again. These 2 planets of calloused flesh the Parmis was already astonished to see.
Can I touch your hand?
My skin, my touch, my holy scars.
Daddy,
From the fields of my past. My destiny. I'm coming, Jaya. Here are my hands, darling. Daddy's coming home.
The Bath. Based on 3 stories of the 2040 anthology edited by Benedikt Fächer and published by the Alexander von Humboldt Institute for Internet and Society. In Mangal's New World by Preeti Mudliar, Everyone is a Narcissist Together by Robin Tim Weis, and The Manifesto by Isabella Hermann. This radio drama was produced, written and directed by Angelina Urbanczyk. Speakers: Ravi Shankar Ojha, Josephine Schumann, Andre Kochaye, Neha Mishra, Tilak Singh Pawar, Angelina Urbanczyk, Eva Neidlinger. Sound: Fabian Kopri. Editorial supervision: Anna Oswald and Laura Jung. A production commissioned and funded by the Alexander von Humboldt Institute for Internet and Society in the context of the project 2040 Utopias for a Digital Society 2020. 2040 has been initiated by the Alexander von Humboldt Institute for Internet and Society in cooperation with the Global Network of Internet and Society Research Centers.